Hi there, it's Karen at Corrie Paper Crafts here. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Scotland. Welcome back to another Sweet Talk project, and this time I decided just to make a simple box. It's so long since I made a simple box, and that's basically all this is. But I wanted to change it up a little bit and make it a little bit brighter, so that's why I've used the reverse of one of the papers in the Sweet Talk Designer Series paper. So it's actually the back side of that paper, and it's got all these lovely bright colours in. And although the blue in this suite is Pool Party, it shows just a little bit darker on the papers, so I used, instead of Pool Party, I changed it up and used Coastal Cabana, which is one of our Brights colours. It's in the Brights family. So I'm going to get on and show you how I made it. And to start off with, for your box base, and I'm sticking with the Brights and I'm using Granny Apple Green. So for the box base, you're going to need a piece of card which measures just short of 8 inches by 8 inches. So it's just a whisper less than that. And the reason for that is just to make sure that the lid fits when it comes to putting it on. So line it up to 8 inches and just pull it back a fraction. And the DSP for the lid is 6 by 6. So let's do a bit of scoring. Oh gosh, I put my scoreboard further away than I thought. So the scoring on the base, you're going to score at 2 inches on all 4 sides. There we are. And I'm going to score the lid while I'm at it, and I'm going to score that at 1 inch on all 4 sides. The good thing about the stripes on this paper is that they're not straight. So if you're cutting or you're scoring are a little bit off, nobody's going to be any the wiser, because it's not lining up specifically with any of the stripes. I like wobbly stripes. So fold and burnish, I'll just do both while I'm at it. Fold and burnish on all the score lines on both pieces. And just be careful with your paper and make sure that you do fold it on those score lines. So just take your time as you go round. There we are. And I'll just start with the lid, and I'm just going to cut my corners as I always do. Straight edge on the rectangle, removing the score line onto the square and then wedging the squares, turning it round each time so that I've got one corner on each side of the box. There we are. So we could have made that just a little bit straighter. There we go. And the same for the base. Straight up on the rectangle and wedge into all the squares. And again, turning each time before I cut again. Oops, overshot that a little bit. It's not going to be too noticeable because it's going to be at the bottom of the box anyway, just as well. It would have been different if it was the lid. I might have had to redo that. I've just got a little extra bit there that I'm just going to try and snip off. There we go. And then we just want to stick it together. Now I've fallen out with my Stampin' Seal Plus, but I have found an old fast fuse, so I am going to attempt. That's it. Abandoned already. As soon as it tears, I think I'm someone who just leans too heavily, and we just don't get on. It's a great product, the Stampin' Seal Plus, as is the tear and the fuse that we did use, the fast fuse rather, that we did used to have, but I just lean too heavily and it tears my cardstock. So we'll just give that up as a bad job and go back to what is actually my favourite, is the tear and tape, but obviously it's not fun watching me stick on lots of bits of tear and tape, and I'm just leaving these corners that length because it gives the box a bit of extra strength. And we'll pop a bit on the flaps on the lid too. If I could stop tearing bits of it when I tear my tear and tape, that is. There we go. And I'm just going to give these a bit of a burnish, remembering which one the fast fuse is on though. There we are. I'm just going to take all the backings off. Like so, and checking that there are no furry edges like that one has. I'm just going to put the box together, and again folded edge to straight edge and join all that together. And then I'm just going to give it an extra burnish to make sure those edges are stuck well. And that's the base, and it's exactly the same for the lid. So let's just get all the backing off of these, and again tuck in any furry edges and join it together. Oops. And again, a quick burnish just to make sure the corners are well stuck. And the moment of truth when you pop your lid on. So there shouldn't be much give in that, and it should slide on nice and smoothly, and by just taking that 1/2 off the base, it makes it a nice fit. And as far as making the top is concerned, I just cut out a couple of pieces of cardstock using my heart punches, and I've got a white one that I already punched out with this one, the smooth edged one, so we don't need that. And then I'm just going to cut out a scalloped edge one, and I'm just using the piece of cardstock that I cut off the A4 sheet when I cut the base of my card anyway. I'm going to find my glue, which currently can't find. My liquid glue is up here. I knew I had it. And I'm just going to stick the white heart onto my Granny Apple green heart. Just make sure that's lined up and centred. That looks okay to me. And then what I did, if I can bring them over without dropping them all, was took a piece of the DSP and backed it onto some basic white cardstock and just cut out a whole load of the love hearts from the DSP because the dies fit that as well. And what I also did was I cut some extra pieces from real red cardstock so that I can decide what I want to put on my hearts on the top. So here are the dies, the sweetheart dies. So I've used this one, and this one, and my little red hearts have come from here and here, I think, or this one when I cut those out for something else. So as you can see, these dies fit perfectly round these love hearts here, and that one fits round there. So I just backed it onto some cardstock and cut them out. Excuse me. So I just need to decide what I want to put on here. Now I don't know if I want to put some little ones on or if I want to change it up a little bit. I'm not a fan of text me and you're cute and whatnot, and it's not, these aren't phrases that I would use, but it's a bit of fun. So I think I'll stick with my still stick with my little hearts. So I'll have a granny apple green and one of the blue ones, and or will I, yes, and a hug me, just to keep those colours kind of bright and cheery. Am I happy with those? I think so. I don't think I want to add any red ones, or do I want a red one in the middle and then have those coming off the side of the red one? No, because that covers up the red heart, so abandon that. I don't want two text me's though, so text me, hug me and you're cute. So get rid of all of those, and I just added those using mini glue dots. So let's put the first one down. So I think we'll have you're cute, and I just popped two glue dots in the middle and pop that about there. Then I think I'll have them all overlapping each other this time, kind of like that. So 1, 2 on here, like so, and then just, oops, don't want to cover up the sentiment on there though, about there. I'm not going to be too precious about where I put them, to be honest. And then because I'm going to overlap it at the bottom, I'll keep my glue dots close to the top and I'll pop that about there. There we go. And then I just added dimensionals to the back and popped it onto the lid. Love these dimensionals. A lot of you probably know that I'm a fan of dimensionals, don't scrimp on them. And pop that in the middle or thereabouts, and that's that. But one last thing, my favourites with this suite again are the iridescent rhinestones, and I'm really going to have to get more of them soon. So I want to just use the little ones, I think, and I'll pop one here, one, here and one there. There we are. A trio as always, and that's my quick and easy box. I think it's quite effective and it's nice and bright just for a change. So hope you liked that. If you did, pop a comment down below. I do answer all the comments that I get. Thumbs up are always appreciated too, and if you've not already subscribed, then click on the subscribe button and the little bell icon as well, which will then notify you when my next video goes live. And I will be back later with another quick and easy project. So thanks for watching, stay safe and take care, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks again, bye bye.